Friday, the Chicago Bulls come to town, kicking off a homestand for them.
They have a nice string of home contests coming up. This team has been fantastic in their own house, so a great chance to put together a few wins right now.
A look at the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. SGA and Wallace are the backcourt. Dort and Holmgren make up the forwards. And it's Hartenstein in at the center position. And for the 76ers, Edgecombe out there with Quentin Grimes. Then there's Edwards. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Barlow in at the 4. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. With the postseason in our sights now, what's more important to have, home court advantage or momentum, Grant?
I'd argue both, BA. I mean, if I had to choose one, I'd say momentum, just because you want to be peaking at the right time heading into the playoffs. Hey, take it right to the defense. Not a bad way to start this game.
And we're about a minute into the first. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The D's right on him. And it's Holmgren missing.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Barlow. Taking a look at his production. Averaging just over 8 points a game. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. Our first topic of conversation, of course, facing Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He told me SGA is so hard to game plan for. He has incredible length for a point. He's too big for a guard, too quick for a wing. We have our work cut out for us. BA, back to you.
Thanks for that, Allie.
Who got him?
Now here's SGA. And his scoring average of 31.5 points a game is fantastic. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has made the move from star to superstar, Grant.
Well, no question, BA. He's been a superstar for quite a few seasons now, but he's not satisfied and just continues to elevate his game year after year.
So it's Oklahoma City now. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
A tricky cover. Gilgeous-Alexander is a talented finisher inside.
Outside Grimes. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes play. Again, Philadelphia. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. And it's now 11 consecutive wins for them. They are clicking right now.
Yeah, not very often you see a team that's got the juice flowing like these guys. They've got the right attitude, the right team-focused basketball to win against just about anyone. Gonna be interesting to see who and how this stretch comes to an end.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
Pass to Edgecombe. Back to Edwards. Here's Embiid. Again, the Sixers score.
A gifted interior scorer. When Embiid establishes himself down there, he is almost automatic.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And down it goes. 2 points.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's Edgecombe. The Thunder making their last shot. Here's Barlow. Pass to Edgecombe. There's the 3. Hartenstein pulls it in. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That doesn't go either for SGA.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
We've got 1:55 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Grimes. The Thunder with the rebound. And they've been one of the more exciting teams in the league this year, besting most of their opponents by a healthy margin.
Yeah, not many close games for them this year. When they win big. That kind of dominance has made them feared by the rest of the league.
There's a minute 34 left in the first. So Nick Nurse has decided to call a timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Well, Richard, the Sixers with a lot of money tied up in Tyrese Maxey, Paul George, and Joel Embiid.
Ooh, that's not a lot of flexibility. They need those guys to be healthy and contributing. The talent is there, but it also has to be about the availability.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Walker, he's checked in for Edwards, and Payne is subbed in for Grimes. So Oklahoma City going with almost an entire new group here. Carlson, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Williams comes in for Holmgren. Wiggins, he's checked in for Dort. And Mitchell subbed in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Embiid. A reliable go-to guy for them. He's averaging around 26 and a half a game. And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, don't make a habit of this. We've seen games where Embiid shoots 20 free throws or more. He is so good at getting himself to the line.
Well, for Joel Embiid, he has 1 MVP, and Richard, you wonder, could he have won more?
I think he and Jokic would have gone back and forth. I still think he has some great basketball left in him.
Taking a look at some numbers here for him.
And by looking at his true shooting percentage over the last 5 games, you can see how much he's paying attention to his shot selection, and it's showing.
Well, Grant, you look up and down this Thunder roster, it is just loaded with winning players.
Yeah, B.A., guys who are going to make the right play, defend their spot, move without the ball. I mean, they've built something special in OKC, piece by piece.
The Thunder have gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter. Here's Wallace. Knocks it down from distance.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
76ers trail by 3. Here's Edgecombe. No points so far. There's a screen. Jacks up a 3. Williams grabs the board.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. And out of bounds, the 76ers will take it. Uh-oh, now it looks like we've got an injury here, guys. We'll likely see him come out of the game.
And by the look of it, guys, this could be serious.
Look, I'm no doctor, and I know that might be a surprise to a lot of you people, but look, that looked pretty harsh, and he's certainly going to have to miss some extended time.
Now here's Payne. The 3 is up. No good that time. What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for the Thunder. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going in the second. Isaiah Joe is out there with Mitchell. Then it's Chet Holmgren. Then it's Aaron Wiggins. And it's Williams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Oklahoma City leading by 5. Here's Wiggins. There's the drive. And Watford pulls it down. Martin outside. Pass to Payne from the arc. He drains out one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
The Thunder shooting the rock well at 46%. Mitchell drives in, lays it up and banks it in. And the Thunder lead by 4.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Watford with a screen. Pass to Payne. Beyond the arc. Yes! Great play by Walker to set it up. Payne's got 6 here in the quarter.
When he has enough space, he's more than comfortable letting it fly from outside.
Here's Mitchell. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Martin outside. Drummond against Williams. Count that one.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Edwards, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Grimes comes in for Martin. And Oklahoma City with a change here too. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in. SGA going to town inside.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Payne with it. He's got 6. Drummond, the screen on SGA. Payne against SGA. Shot clock at 6. Takes the 3. The shot by Payne, no good. Thunder leading by 3. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, fans becoming very familiar with the term second apron over the last few seasons. Front offices admit the devil is in the details. While it's not exactly a hard cap, teams are showing little willingness to endure the penalties that come with persisting above that second apron threshold.
That's for certain. Shams, thank you for the report. Looking at who's out there now for Philadelphia. Bona comes in for Drummond, and Barlow subbed in for Walker. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. On the wing, Mitchell. That 3's off the mark. 76ers trail by 5. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, the Sixers are trying to pull it all together. Joel Embiid said, we still can compete for a championship, but this is going to take time. We have a lot of talent, but we still have to go out and actually do it. It's just hard. We've got a pretty good chance to accomplish something. Back to you.
It's all about health. All right, Allie, thanks a lot.
Well, when you send him to the line, you know what the outcome is likely to be.
Gilgeous-Alexander knocks down the 18-footer. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 points in the quarter.
Are you serious? I mean, he made the defender look silly right there. Just an epic move.
Pass to Barlow. And he dunks it down.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
And we've become used to seeing this from Gilgeous-Alexander, one of the most versatile and dominant scoring threats in today's game. Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander again. SGA's got 18 points in the game.
Look at what he's doing here, and it's hard to imagine him playing much better.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call a timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Edgecombe, he's checked in for Bona. Wallace, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. McCain comes in for Gilgeous-Alexander. 76ers trail by 5. Now Payne, he's got 6. To the wing, right side. The 3 from Edgecombe. Philadelphia with another miss.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the board.
So far, Graham, we've seen some encouraging intangibles from VJ Edgecombe.
Yeah, you know, he reminds me of Victor Oladipo or even a Dwayne Wade physically. Just an explosive athlete. And I love the way he uses that strength and quickness at the defensive end of the floor.
And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage.
Pass to Wallace. Outside, Williams. And he buries his first look.
I'll tell you what, they are on fire this quarter, taking total command of this game.
1:15 left in the second quarter. Here's Edgecombe. Here's Barlow. Outside Payne. Pass to Edgecombe. 6 on the shot clock. Philadelphia needs to get off a shot. The 3. And McCain pulls it down. Thunder leading by 7. Outside Joe. And here's McCain. Now here's Williams. Outside Williams. Outside McCain. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And it's going to go on Cameron Payne. Oklahoma City shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And Philadelphia making a change here. Bonus checked in. Then for Oklahoma City, Hartenstein comes in for Williams. And it's Chet Holmgren in for Williams. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. And there's a pick. Outside Grimes. No good on the triple.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
And give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want, but guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm.
And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. Thunder out in front. They lead by 11. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
Looking at Philadelphia, they haven't quite looked like themselves lately. The question is, how do they get back to the top? How do they recap?
Now looking at where we stand after 2 quarters, it has been a difficult game for the 76ers.
They're not playing with urgency, especially on the glass. Shots go up and they're just waiting. Go after the rebound.
Yeah, got to get those elbows up at least 2 inches. The refs can't see everything.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
I like how they came into this one with the game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
All right, let's get an update on Joel Embiid. What's the status, Allie?
I spoke with the head athletic trainer for Philadelphia. They told me it's a collapsed lung, a serious situation, and we're all hoping that he's okay. For a team that had a playoff run in their sights, this is a serious blow. But we'll see if they can maintain their momentum. Back to you.
Well, we appreciate it, Allie.
Yeah, it's always good to get a little bit more clarity on that situation.
We've got Edgecombe. He's out there with Quentin Grimes. Andre Drummond is out there with Edwards. And it's Barlow in at the 4-man position. That's the group for Nick Nurse getting going here in the second half. Drummond with the screen. Here's Grimes. Off target from 3-point range.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
And for the Sixers, the growth of Tyrese Maxey has been everything, Grant.
Oh my, his growth both with his play, but also with his leadership has meant a lot. And he has such a joyful energy. It really helps pull this team together.
Pass to Edgecombe. Here he goes. Good on the shot. Edgecombe's got his first 2 points of the night.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
90 seconds into the second half now. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The putback. Second shot opportunity. From deep. Ooh, another miss by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
Here's Barlow. Give him 8. 5 on the clock. Drummond passes to Barlow. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
And you got to have some hang time to pull that off. So for Oklahoma City, Isaiah Hartenstein's checked in for Williams. Holmgren comes in for Williams. And it's Lou Dort in for Wiggins. Here's SGA on the take. Ooh, an aggressive slash from SGA.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
Here's Edgecombe. They've got plenty of time to get back into this.
Yeah, I'm sure they feel pressed, but this is when you have to stay calm and execute.
Philadelphia moving it around. It's Edwards on the wing. Dort defending. And Edwards good for 3.
And an excellent start to the second half. Only missed 1 shot in their first 5.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Impressive finish by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
The 76ers have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. Pass to Edwards. Here's Barlow. He's got 10. Drummond passes to Grimes. Back to Drummond. And stolen by Hartenstein. Throws it up high. Oh, Holmgren on the climb.
And timing like this will serve Holmgren well, leaping at the exact right moment for the alley-oop.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Here's Edgecombe, an aggressive player on offense, scoring around 16 a game. Three-pointer, no good.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Pass to Hartenstein, over Drummond. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Edgecombe. And the shot is good. Drop it in off the front of the rim. 28 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Drummond. And the jam by Drummond.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. Here's SGA. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Thunder.
You got to be impressed with how assertive they are on offense, continuing to cut hard to the rim time and time again.
And also, their mid-range game has been outstanding. They're just finding holes in the defense and exploiting them.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, arguably the most feared slasher in the game. Teammate Jalen Williams said, quote, everybody knows what he's going to do, and he's still able to get to spots on a consistent basis. SGA paused a beat before bluntly saying, I get to the rim on anybody. BA, back to you.
A nightmare to contain. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. And that one's good. Payne's got 8.
They finally found their shooting touch after a rough first half.
SGA against Payne. Gilgeous-Alexander's shot is good. And the Thunder lead by 17.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
The 76ers have gotten 6 of 8 shots to go and looking good since the break. They set the pick, and so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. No good on the technical, so unable to pick that one up. Both teams will make substitutions.
One shot. Substitution on the court.
Outside Walker. It's Martin on the wing. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet.
The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
They're limiting the offensive possessions for the other team. Tough to win with no extra possessions.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
76ers trail by 19. Right side Payne. It's Martin on the wing. Outside Walker. Here's Bona. He's guarded by Hartenstein. And it's Bona missing.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
Pass to McCain. Back to Mitchell. Here's McCain. The 3 from Holmgren. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Oh, they're on fire. The run punctuated by the big trifecta.
And so it's Oklahoma City with a commanding 22-point lead going into the break. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. And Oklahoma City looking at who they've got to start the fourth. They've got Alex Caruso, Aaron Wiggins out there with Chet Holmgren. Then there's Mitchell, and it's Joe in at the 2 spot.
What he might lack in height at the 4 spot, he makes up for it with his burst.
Here's Mitchell, and the bucket is good.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
And the 76ers shooting the rock well at 46%. Martin outside. Finds the bottom from 13 feet out. Martin's got his first bucket in this one.
Taking full advantage of a gap in the mid-range coverage.
Outside Mitchell. Caruso outside. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Mitchell's got 3 assists in the game.
How about the quick trigger from Caruso? Love the assertive approach there.
And here's Payne outside. Offensive rebound. And that one's good. Bona.
Oh, beating everyone to the ball. Great activity on the offensive glass.
Here's Mitchell. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. And you look around the league. 30 different organizations, each with their own cultures. What did you look for as a player, Grant?
Well, you know, BA, winning always comes first. But after that, you're looking at resources and how they care for their players. That's where teams are trying to separate themselves these days.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Barlow's checked in for Philadelphia. Then for Oklahoma City, Williams is checked in for Chet Holmgren. And Williams is subbed in for Wiggins. Pass to Barlow. Back to Payne. And the layup is good off the glass.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Here's Mitchell. And Mitchell with the slam.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And founded back in 2020, the National Basketball Social Justice Coalition still pushing for voting rights and eliminating bias in the justice system. A lot yet to be done, Grant.
Yes, indeed, BA. And give them a follow. I mean, it's so much important work, and it takes all of us to really create the change we all hope to see.
Looking at who's out there now for Philadelphia. Edwards, he's checked in for Walker. Grimes comes in for Martin. And it's Edgecombe in for Payne.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Mitchell misses. The 76ers have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Pass to Edgecombe. To the inside. Here's Barlow. Williams grabs the board. Oklahoma City has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Caruso with the bucket.
Caruso's ability to pull up from mid-range makes defenders choose how they want to guard him.
Here's Barlow. Williams defending. Pass to Edgecombe. Drilled from 11 feet out.
And that one was on a platter. He won't miss those very often.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. And now it's time for our presentation of the player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And I'll tell you what, this was one easy pick for sure. From the start, he looked in total control for the entire game. It's incredible to see a player outperforming everyone else on the court.
Wow, did this game really turn out to be his show? A commanding performance like that makes for a sweet victory, especially on the road.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
For Philadelphia, they've gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth. Pass to Edgecombe. Inside, here's Drummond. Uses the glass on the layup.
I like the intention, the focus, finding a way to make it work inside.
And here's SGA. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Yes, it's good. SGA's got 37.
Yeah, making it look easy. Gilgeous-Alexander is so skilled, the ball on a string, and we see him do this time and time again.
1:46 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Barlow. Pass to Drummond. Over Hartenstein. Again, Philadelphia.
Well orchestrated, and then the pass is right on the money.
Drummond's gone 4 of 4 from the field. Perfect so far.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Thunder.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
Add this one to the win column. Their 57th of the year.
And even though this season series was only 2 games, a sweep is still a sweep.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
The scoring effort from him, unreal. Carrying this team, I mean, he was amazing tonight.
Pass to Edgecombe. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. Drummond. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
Defense always had their eyes on him, and then he gives it away. Classic misdirection.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Soft touch off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 44.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's Edgecombe. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Edgecombe, no good. And here's SGA. From deep three-point land. Misses there. And so it's the Thunder taking care of business in this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that about wraps it up. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. And now, time for our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.